Hey everyone, I'm Ruby Lee. I'm part of the ATC squad, and today I'm here with Alana Bennett, Head of Talent of oOh Media. I'm so excited to be chatting to Alana today all about candidate experience. So thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's so cool. So before we dive into some of the questions we had today, tell us a little bit about your role and what you do here.
Yeah, great. So I'm the Head of Talent of oOh Media. I've been here for 3 years, and my role is quite all-encompassing from a talent perspective. So I've got everything from employment branding, talent acquisition, onboarding and induction, talent management and succession planning, and alumni. So really that kind of whole journey employee experience.
In 2016, you spoke at the ATC and you were just kind of embarking on the whole candidate experience journey. Fast forward a year to 2017, you won the CandE Experience Awards, which is awesome. So tell us a little bit about this journey that you've taken and how you got to this amazing summit.
Yeah, thank you. So look, it's been a 2-year journey for us, and so for first year was really about making sure that we set our foundation and really understood what our candidates wanted. So we actually participated in the CandE Awards for 2016 from a pure benchmarking perspective, so that we could really take the time and gather the feedback from our candidates. And also I think, the danger is when you've been in the recruitment game for a long time is you maybe assume the points that the candidates want you to win on, whereas I think for us, whilst we kind of had a gut feeling, we really just wanted the data point to kind of validate that the work we would then do in the year 2 would actually come to fruition.
So to get to where you are today, what are some of the initiatives and programs that you really put into play?
Yeah, so we mapped out essentially our candidate journey from end to end, and our employment branding is about creating an unmissable moment. So for us it was about looking at that candidate journey and being able to say, along that point in time, whereabouts do we want to create that unmissable moment? Because we know we can't win across every element of it. It's not feasible, and not with a small team. So within, going from A to Z, what are the moments we've really got to win on? So to help execute that, we made sure that we introduced a technology platform that would really enable us to communicate effectively and nimbly with our audience, and also really put our employment brand was threaded through all of our experience. So for example, giving people tips and techniques around how to best prepare for interviews was a really important element of that. And again, the over communication piece, you can't communicate enough to candidates. So we make sure that everyone at least once a week knows where they're at.
How do you measure success of candidate experience? What do you have in place internally to make sure that you're continuing to hit those goals, to push yourself and to challenge your entire candidate experience?
So look, we measure every single person's experience that comes through our process. So as part of the final communication to all of our candidates, they'll get a request to complete a survey, and that allows us to get a really good sense of, when you look at the majority of people who would answer that survey, the majority of them are unsuccessful.
Wow.
So for them to be saying, we're currently listed at about 70% would apply for another job with us, which I think, again, when you think about the sentiment of that crowd is coming from that kind of negative, I didn't get the job, for 70% to be saying, actually, I would apply for another job, that's our best source of measure.
Amazing.
The other thing that I would say is the feedback. So we're constantly getting, messages from feedback. We use a live hire platform and the instant messaging functionality, the candidates love. So we get this regular communication cycle. And again, we always offer candidates to reach out and ask for feedback if they are unsuccessful in that job. And every time that we respond, we are always met with, we just thought that was an empty promise.
Amazing.
Didn't expect I'd get that much feedback. Thank you for taking the time. Now, from a recruitment perspective, it takes kind of 5 seconds, right? But their value to the candidate is immense.
So Alana, how did you convince your leadership team to get on the bus of the whole candidate experience journey?
Yeah, look, it wasn't a tough ask in our business. When we think about our consumer brand and the way in which we talk about ourselves as a business is essentially our candidate employee experience journey had to match that. So when positioned in that way, it was kind of a no-brainer that, we want to make sure that our people who are coming through our doors from a recruitment perspective could very well be our customers.
Thank you so much for your time today.
My pleasure.
Alana. It was awesome to hear what's going on behind the doors of oOh Media, and stay tuned for our next interview.